Courting the Cowboy, Christian Contemporary Romance, Grape Seed Falls Romance Book 4, written by Liz Isaacson, performed by Caroline Mclaughlin. Knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience, but let patience have her perfect work, that you may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing. James, chapter 1, verses 3 through 4. Chapter 1. May Sotheby escaped the truck and hurried up the front steps with barely a wave over her shoulder at the cowboy that had taken her to dinner. Barbecue. Again. Stale conversation. Again. Wandering hands. Again. She yanked open the door and stepped inside, closing the door behind her and locking it before breathing properly. She pressed her back into the wood inside. Tipping her chin toward the ceiling, she asked, "Is this all Texas has to offer?" This time she'd expanded outside the Grape Seed Falls Cowboys. A big mistake. Apparently the cowboys at the ranch 40 minutes away were just as unsavory as all the ones she'd dated here. A keen sense of disappointment cut through her as her dog's nails clicked against the high-end tile in her entryway. Exhausted with all things relationship-related, May bent down and patted the miniature poodle's head. "At least you're here, Charlie." She stepped past the dog who always kept her company on Friday nights, who always came running when May came home from the restaurant in the middle of the night, who curled up beside her on the bed and listened to her cry about her failed attempts at finding a husband. "Let's go lie in bed, shall we?" May shed her black heels and expensive jacket, one she'd bought as a birthday present for herself over the summer when she turned 38. 38. Her age sounded ancient. She remembered when her mother had been close to 40, and May thought her positively geriatric. Now she found herself in the same situation. She'd taken several steps toward her bedroom, Charlie trotting ahead of her, when her phone rang out a calendar reminder. Adrenaline spiked, and she checked her device and saw, "Family meeting, 10 minutes." She sighed, her tiredness unbearable now when she'd thought it been heavy before. She'd forgotten she'd agreed to meet her parents at the restaurant they owned after her date. Her father had been asking her for a family meeting for months. But there was the fall festival they catered, then all the Thanksgiving orders she had to fill as a pastry chef for Sotheby's, and she just endured Christmas, with its dozens and dozens of rolls. And then came 5 wedding banquets. 5 wedding banquets that weren't hers. She hadn't had to work Heather's, as they'd been friends for several years now. May had commiserated with Heather many times.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?